So for everybody who's here, why don't we just go ahead and just begin our breath. And I take it in through my diaphragm deeply, and hold for the count of 5 maybe. And then just balloon out like this until you're expelling all the air. So breathing in, holding, and letting go. Breathing in, release, and for those who might be now joining us online on Zoom, we're in the process of just very, very deeply taking some breaths in together. So we're breathing in through our nose and holding and release through our mouth. Breathing in. And out. And just have the intent in your mind's eye. I use that space that's a bit above your eyebrows and a little forward from your forehead, that vision space. And just have the intent of allowing yourself to relax more and more with every breath you take. Let's practice. Breathing in. And out. And rest. Breathing in. And out. And rest. And as you continue to breathe, relax, rest, and listen. This breath that we breathe, it's God breathing us in, through, and as us. Honor that by taking that breath in. And letting go. Every time that we have the privilege, and it is a privilege, this breath, that we have the privilege of breathing a breath, think of it as a moment of opportunity to reframe anything in your life that may need a little perception adjustment. Let's try that. Breathing in. Out. Rest. Now in that vision space that I find a little bit above my eyebrows and a little forward from my forehead, place a picture of you as you are in this moment, in your mind's eye. And when you have that, take that breath in, hold, and release. Now think of an opportunity that may have come your way that caused you any kind of angst, anxiety, something that did not have a feel good about it. I have one recent. My iPhone decided to take its demise. So put that picture of your feelings and that incident in your mind's eye along with you, and let's do it now. Breathing in and breathing out. It is said in Science of Mind that our hearts beat because God is all there is. Our breath is our breath because God is all there is. Our minds that have the ability, just think of that, the ability to think and picture is God being all there is in, through, and as each one of us individually, and if we're really, really lucky, collectively. So take a few moments of silence and take this incident, in my case, the iPhone, and let it reframe itself in your mind's eye, using your breath, using your heart, using your mind, and using the very essence of your being, who you are. Enjoy. Anchor this vision by breathing in deeply, deeply, deeply. And let go. By using of this power of intention in your vision space, what do you perceive is different from the way you first perceived this event? Allow yourself to physically smile as you're noticing the positives that are coming from your reframing experience inside your vision space. How does that feel? Breathing in deep and deeper and holding and your very being to feel the blessing. To feel the blessing of this power to shift a perception that once did not work for you, now does. It's that easy. Breathing in deeper. Release. And allow your very being to feel the blessing of your heart space. And say thank you to your heart space. Honor this space with your breath. Thank your mind with its ability to perceive. Breathing in with this breath, honoring this space in your body. The other day, at the Science of Mind discussion group, we came to an understanding. There are no such thing as miracles. For if we are in a state of mindfulness as we are now, all is possible. So all is ordinary in the extraordinary. What a gift. Honoring this meditation by breathing in and holding and letting go and including that rest. That is so important, that rest. Let's honor it again, breathing in. Letting go. And listen to this and intake it. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy to reframe any perception that no longer works for me. I am worth it, and I deserve it. Breathing in deeply. Release. And in this moment of rest, let it extend as it comes time for closing of this particular 15 minutes of meditation. And know that you, as God stuff, as you are, you have the ability to have this mindfulness 24/7. It doesn't end in the 15 minutes unless you choose to have it end. And I always recommend take your time in moving, opening your eyes, speaking. It's really good to stay in some silence after meditation. It's a privilege to be here to lead you in this guided meditation. Our regular service begins at 10 o'clock with our beloved, almost Reverend Neil.
When I was a girl, each week, on Sunday we would go to church and pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word and consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still. But now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Oh, everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Yeah. Like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Every little thing, everything is holy now. Yeah,
this life is over, I'll fly away to a land on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away. Oh, glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life are gone, I'll fly away. Like a bird from these prison walls, I'll fly away. I'll fly away. Oh, glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then, Lord, I'll fly away to a world where joy will never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away. Oh, glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I'll fly away. Oh, glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I'll fly away.
If this life is one act, why do we lay all these traps? We put 'em right myself off the hook for things I've done. I let my past go past, and now I'm having more fun. I'm letting go of the thoughts that do not make me strong, and I believe this way can feel the same for everyone. And if I fall asleep, I know you'll be the one who'll always remind me to live in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I can't walk through life pushing backwards. I have tried more than once to just make sure, and I was denied the future I'd been searching for. I spun around and hurt no more by living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, with peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I'm living in the moment, I'm living my life, just taking it easy. Peace in my mind, got peace in my heart, got peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I'm living in the moment, I'm living my life easy and breezy. Peace in my mind, peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. Living in the moment.
Good morning, everybody. No, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna try that again. Let's one more time here. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. There it is. We're gonna start up our service today, but before we do, I would like to give about 10 seconds of silence in memory for all the people that we lost 21 years ago today. It is 9/11. All right, let us participate, listen, absorb, internalize, and participate our monthly song, which is I'm So Grateful, I'm Alive.
Hello, Dallas. Good to be back. Y'all in for a good time. Let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Woo.
grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive.
How about you?
Your voice, waterfall, thrush song, coyote call. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Sing it with us, here we go. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Oh yeah. Whoa. Your hug, sweet kiss, holding hands in blind bliss. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Sing it out, sing it out. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. The shadows I conceal, endeavor to reveal another part of me, embracing all that I perceive. Cut grass, jasmine bloom, honeysuckle, your room. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful I'm alive. 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 I'm so grateful I'm alive.
Hear them, Floyd.
Jamie Lula. Floyd Lula.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm grateful to be alive. So why don't we honor this gratefulness by closing our eyes and taking that God-given breath deeply in from our diaphragm and holding and releasing slowly and resting in that wonder. Breathing in one more time. And letting go. The joy of this moment and all moments is alive and well and whole and perfect and complete because it is the moment called NOW, now. Now is all there is because God is all there is. And to me, that is sacred. I just love understanding that and then coming to a knowingness of that. For it allows me to understand from a deep level that allows my life to be the total blessing that it is, because it shows me that unity consciousness is an absolute given in each one of us as we express ourselves as God in, through, and as us. every now moment. And then we get the luxury, as was alluded to before we began our service this morning by our practitioner, Adrian, that we are each honoring in our breath that we're alive and well and whole and perfect and complete in unity consciousness as a community, honoring all who have been, all who are, and all who will be. It's in this deep awareness that I get to be in this I get to place to declare in affirmative prayer that this time in this place that each of us have decided to use our oneness to be here in this moment of now together at this service where we are going to get to hear what we need to hear, see what we need to see, intake what we need to intake, and give back what we need and see as that which is so a blessing in life. I know whatever Practitioner Neil, almost Reverend Neil, is receiving to share with us is just right. And all the music and all the preparation for this beautiful service that is always present for everybody, by everybody who takes part, is a blessing in and through and as itself. So it's in process as well as in the results. What a gift. So yes, I give these words into the law that says yes every single time, and you and I can affirm and aver by saying, and so it is.
All right. So having centered in music and having centered in prayer, my job is to say good morning to you. So good morning. For those of you that might not know me, my name is Neil Hayner. I am a ministerial student, and more importantly, as of 9 minutes ago, I am a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont. I've been filling in at the Riverside Center for Spiritual Living for the past month, but I've officially transferred my license, so I am back with you here this morning. So I'm glad to be here. And I'm glad that you're here too. If anybody's here for their first time, if you give me a little wave, we can say good morning to you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I know that whoever you are and wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. If you are here for the first time online, I invite you to type your name in the chat. Let our ambassadors that are online say good morning to you and let us know that you are here. So I know that there is a gift in this morning for you, whether it be in the music, in the spiritual community, or in the talk, or whatever it is that you came for this morning. I know that there is a gift here for you this morning. So if you're willing to accept it, say yes. All right, I'm going to invite up the joyful Dorothy Cole for our announcements this morning.
Joy down in my heart. Good morning and welcome again. It is such an honor to be standing before you this morning to bring the announcements. And I cannot not do this. So, good morning to you. Good morning. We're all in our places with sunshine in faces. Oh, this is the way to start a new day. Thank you, thank you. What a blessing. Announcements. Back to school mode has been activated here. Back a page. Thank you, Adrian. We have many new service opportunities. We need more greeters. We need more kitchen staff for our social time after service. If you're interested, would like to be a part of any of these very important CSLB functions, there are sign-up sheets on the welcome table at the front door. Also, September potluck theme is salads. So this month, if you so desire, please bring your salads in for potluck after service. Beginning next week? It's third week. Okay.
Oh, and everyone bring food. It really helps out.
Okay, I think we all got the message. Practitioners here at CSLB are always available for quick prayer work at any time. And if you wish for a 2-minute miracle, please take a seat at this side of the sanctuary. immediately following service, and wait for a practitioner, and they will be with you as soon as they can. Okay? I also understand it's not written here, but those that are online, that are in our Zoom room, can also participate by going into the chat and let us know, and then someone, one of the practitioners, will contact you as soon as possible. Yes,
Or
Adrian?
online. I have the phone number on the screen for
Okay,
anybody.
great. Good. There you have it. Our CSLB office is now officially open on Tuesdays through Thursday between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. And now, back to school mode has been activated here at CSLB. We are beginning our educational kickoff with the Spiritual Principles and Practices class. This is a 5-week class, and it is used in place of Foundations of Science of Mind. It is an excellent introduction and refresher to the basics of our teachings. The class will be meeting on Saturdays at 9 a.m. and requires the book, This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes. This is an accredited class. The cost is $125. Scholarships are available for CSLB members if requested. And if you wish to gain credit with home office, there is an additional fee of $45, which is paid directly to Centers for Spiritual Living. It will be both in person and online. Today, Yvonne Fowler, our board president, will be distributing membership cards to all the members of CSLB. All those who have been attending prior to June 2022 will receive those cards as well. The new members were inducted in July by Reverend Divine Young. If you have any questions regarding membership, you can always see Yvonne. Then on Wednesday, September 21st at 4 p.m., please come early now, there will be a showing of the movie Gratitude Revealed. And Yvonne is going to give us more information about that. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I forget, if you need a prayer and you go over here to this side of the sanctuary and wait until a practitioner comes, would the rest of you that are either meeting or greeting either come into Carter Hall or be a little silent, because sometimes the practitioner and the person asking can't hear. So if you'll just either be quiet or step outside the door or back into Carter Hall, that will be helpful. I wanted to, look at that, Neil. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about Gratitude Revealed. This is the month of gratitude, and on the 21st, which is a Wednesday, and it's at 4 o'clock, that we're going to be showing this film, and it sounds absolutely wonderful. It invites you to go deep in magic beneath our feet, in the earth, and hear more about how we're connected to that earth. And so we're going to do that with the entire CSL organization. So whoever wants to come, we're going to do it here in the church, and that'll be at 4 o'clock on Wednesday, and that's the 21st, which is Wednesday, right, Kay? But it's Wednesday? Yeah, because we even changed our finance meeting so that we could all do this. So I'm really encouraging you all to come to that, and we'll tell you it again next week. Okay, thank you.
I guess that means it's my turn again. No, it's music. Yeah, this is beautiful music.
Close
Ta-da!
my eyes, I open my heart. I'll take a deep breath. Let the healing start. I lift my hands. I plant my feet. I let love in. I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. I let in my soul, I clear my mind. I'm here and now, in present time. I feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one. Oh, rise, rise, Spirit, rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise, rise, Spirit,
It's my turn. There we go. The order of service has changed since the last time I was here. And not to mention I've been somewhere else for last month. Hey, good morning again. Hey, I love that song by Faith Rivera. I forgot to mention that the reason I'm standing up here, in case you guys didn't know, was that Reverend Divine is in Hawaii with her wife, celebrating her anniversary. So we send her lots of light and love, and she'll be back next Sunday. All right, so our yearly theme for Center for Spiritual Living, of course, has been Living Our Everyday Wonder. We've been talking about how our spiritual life intersects with all the different areas of our life, like our emotions and our relationships and our work. And that is our theme for this month, which is work. And what I want to talk to you today about is creating a life that matters. Now, since we were going to talk about work this month, I was going to tell you this joke about carpentry, but I couldn't find any that would work. Thanks, I was worried you guys weren't going to get that. So while we're talking about work this month, my question for you is, what does work look like to you? Now, keeping in mind that your work is not necessarily the thing that you do to support yourself or the thing that you did to support yourself. It's not necessarily what you do to pay the bills, because you are a creative idea in the mind of God. You are here for a purpose. You might get paid to do that purpose, that work in the world, or you might pay somebody else to do that work in the world. It's how you support the world and how the world supports you. And even if you say, well, Neil, I'm retired, I'm done with my work. That's great, but you're still here. And the book Secrets of Divine Love says, just as clouds cannot affect the presence and power of the sun's light, your inner goodness cannot be diminished. As long as your heart is beating, you have a purpose. So when I say work, I mean that big idea of what you do to make the world a better place. How the world supports you and how you support the world. Whatever that looks like. Now, that work in the world is a combination of what you love to do, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what somebody is willing to pay you for. You see, when you're doing something that you're good at and you love it, that is your passion. When you get paid to do something you're good at, that's a profession. When you get paid to do something that matches up with something the world needs, that's a mission. And your passion, your mission, your vocation, your job, all might be different things, or they all might be the same thing. And it might change throughout your life. But when you find what those three things, your mission, your passion, your vocation, your job, when you find out what those things have in common, that is your purpose. For me, my word has been empowerment. Whether I am standing up here teaching or teaching my fourth graders or teaching a workshop or teaching a science of mind class, my purpose has been about empowering other people. So what is it that is your purpose? This morning we're talking about creating a life that matters. And it's not necessarily about what you do, it's about why you do it. What is your intention? And it all starts when you learn how to listen. Parker Palmer, the author and philosopher, says that before you tell your life what you intend to do with it, listen for what it intends to do with you. Before you tell your life what you intend to do with it, listen for what it intends to do with you. I don't know about you, but my jobs and what I thought I was going to do have changed so many times over the years. If you would have told me 30 years ago that I'd be standing up here talking on a Sunday morning, I would have told you that you were crazy. But here I am. Because I chose to listen to what my life wanted to do with me, rather than maybe what I wanted to do with it. That is your vocation. That is your inner calling. That is that thing that you are uniquely built to express and do in this world. The word vocation comes from the Latin word for voice. What is your voice? Everybody's voice sings a different song in a different key in a different way. But that also means that we go within every day and we listen to that still small voice. That still small voice that only speaks to us when we get still enough and calm enough to hear it. We go within and we listen for that still small voice and we let it guide our actions. Waking up every day and asking, what would God have me do today? What is my work today? The Quakers have a saying. They say, let your life speak. Let your life speak. That one life that we call God or spirit or intelligence or the divine, that's that one life. We have to start by letting it speak to us. Letting that divine idea take seed in us and listen, be willing enough to listen and say, what is my work today? Joel Goldsmith says, we begin to see that the very first thing to do is to seek this inner kingdom, this Spirit of God working through us, and we see how it is from this seeking, all else follows. First, we seek the inner kingdom. First, we seek that still small voice, that inner knowing of what it is that we are here to do. But it also means that we use our voice. First, we listen for the voice of God, and then we recognize that that voice is our voice. We say yes to showing up. We say yes to being of service to others and the world around us. So the question isn't, how can I make a living doing my job? Or what can I do today to fill my day and entertain me? But how can I use my passion? How can I use my mission? How could I use my professional skills in order to serve others? So then we make the transition from ego, to selfless service. What if I saw my work, whether paid or unpaid, big or small, as an act of service? When we step into a life of selfless service, we create a life that matters. Not because of what we do, as much as who we are choosing to be. Stepping out of our ego, stepping out of our littleness, we step into a greater idea of who and what we are here to do. Joel Goldsmith goes on to say, as I have learned, no one gets anything more out of life than he contributes to it. And if she is not making some contribution to the whole globe, not just to him or herself or their family, all you are ever going to receive from life is that little bit of living you are getting. Really, to live means to contribute. To live means to add something to the sum total of good in the world. To live means to add something to the sum total of good in the world. So creating a life that matters means that we have to go within. We listen to how it is that we are being called to show up, how we are being called to serve, how we are being called to contribute to the greater good. We let that life speak to us. And then we let our life speak for us. One of Ernest Holmes' teachers, Ralph Waldo Emerson, says, "Who you are speaks so loudly, I can't hear what you're saying." And we return to the Quakers who say, your life is speaking. Your life is speaking. What is it saying? Are you contributing to the sum total of good in this world? Are you contributing to the sum total of good in this spiritual community? Are you contributing to the sum total of good in your family, in your workplace, in the greater Beaumont Banning community? How is your life speaking? One person who spoke for him was Buckminster Fuller. In 1927, at the age of 32, he stood on the shores of Lake Michigan, prepared to throw himself into the freezing waters. His first child had died. He was bankrupt, discredited and jobless, and he had a wife and a newborn daughter. He had even been kicked out of Harvard. He began to think that his life insurance policy was worth more than his life. On the verge of suicide, it suddenly struck him that his life belonged not to himself, but to the universe. He chose at that moment to embark on what he called an experiment to discover what a little, penniless, unknown individual might be able to do effectively on behalf of all of humanity. So rather than committing suicide, he spent the next 54 years. He's proved time and again that his most controversial ideas were practical and workable. During the course of his remarkable life, he was awarded 25 patents, authored 28 books, received 47 honorary doctorates in the arts, science, and engineering, and the humanities, and received dozens of major architectural and design awards. Buckminster Fuller is best known for the invention of the geodesic dome, the lightest, strongest, and most cost-effective structure ever devised. He once said, "The mission of life is to align our heartbeat with the rhythm of the universe." Align our heartbeat with the rhythm of the universe. You see, if your heart's still beating, you still have a purpose. Now, am I saying that creating a life worth living means that you have to write 48 books and get honorary degrees and become famous? Of course not. That's just an example of somebody who said yes, who stepped into a greater idea of what they could become. You have a gift to give to the world, a unique way that only you can show up. We all have opportunities in our lives to say yes, to ways that we can contribute to the world, to add to that global good, to ways that we could add to this spiritual community. You heard this morning about service opportunities that are available. We all have these ways that we can step into a greater life. We can help out our neighborhood and our family. But saying yes isn't always the easiest path. Today we remember and honor the lives of 344 firefighters, 71 law enforcement officers, and 55 military personnel who were killed in the attacks of 9/11. as well as the many since then who have died due to illnesses caused by those attacks. Today, we also remember and honor all the people in the world who said yes 21 years ago, said yes to showing up, to reaching out, to helping in the face of tragedy and uncertainty. Today, we also honor the life of Queen Elizabeth II, who lived a life of service, of quiet grace and humor, who inspired her country and the world with her example and her willingness to be a symbol of hope and stability in a world that so often wasn't offering those things. You say, creating a life that matters doesn't mean you have to be famous, and doesn't mean you have to lose your life. But it does mean that you have to lose your sense of smallness. You have to lose your sense of disconnection from the world around you. You have to lose your willingness to always be comfortable. You have to lose your willingness to always take rather than to give. You have to lose your willingness to be silent. You have to lose your sense of unworthiness, that what you do doesn't matter, doesn't contribute, because the truth is that it does. When you go within and you listen to Spirit, what Spirit would have you do, would have us do today, we listen to what our lives are saying. We step forward and we say yes, and we live a life of selfless service, whether paid or unpaid, recognized or unrecognized. When we do that, we create a life worth living and a life worth loving. This week, I challenge you to find a new way to be of service to the world, a new way to contribute to the world around you. Go within and ask, what is mine to do today? And as Ernest says, the Spirit of God is working through us to create a world that works for all. And that, my friends, is a life worth living. And so it is. And so I invite the practitioners and ministers who are with us this morning to join me in prayer. As we enter into that atmosphere of the divine. And from that place of stillness, we recognize that there is only one life. There is only one principle. There is only one great connecting force behind everything in the universe, seen and unseen, known and unknown, by whatever name you give it this morning. God, love, divine intelligence, perfect pattern, perfect peace, joy, wisdom, grace. Whatever name you give it this morning, it is all that there is. It is that perfect love, that perfect wisdom, that perfect divine right action that is always happening, that is behind every action and reaction in the universe, whether we can see it at that moment or not. We choose to claim it. We choose to see it. We choose to believe that it is there. We know that whatever the appearance, there is a plan, there is a perfection, there is a wisdom behind every appearance in the universe. And it is that principle which we call God that is moving and having its being as every part of creation this morning. And it is that thing that we call God that is living, moving, and having its being as you this morning. That divine perfection, that divine plan, that divine pattern is who and what you are. It is that perfect love that is expressing in and through and as you here this morning. And so I know that, I claim it, and I claim for every person within the sound of my voice this morning That wherever there feels like there is a lack, wherever there feels like there is a need, wherever there feels like there is the perception of a lack of perfection, I know that God is there. God is in the midst of every breath of your life. God is in the midst of every cell of your body. God is in the midst of every action and reaction, every unfolding relationship in your life. And so knowing that is true, I can know, declare, and claim that it is perfect just the way that it needs to be for the perfect unfoldment of your soul. And I know that as we step forward, we say a sacred yes to that big idea or that little action that is seeking to express itself through us. That we are showing up as the hands, the feet, the consciousness, the action of God. As we say yes and we step forward into that role of service, whatever that looks like, we are the hands, the feet, and the voice of God. And for that truth and for that awareness, I am so grateful. And for this Center for Spiritual Living that always says yes, that always allows me the space and the place to express my divine selfhood. I am so deeply grateful. And I release this word into that law that always says yes, knowing that it returns back to me in just the perfect ways. And if there's any part of this that resonates with you, I encourage you to agree with me by saying, and so it is.
I start my day with love. Wanna start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. I start my day with love. Wanna start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. I start my day with
All right, so this is that time in the service where we get to joyfully express that which we are here to do, and that is to contribute to the growth and development and love of this Center for Spiritual Living. So this is the opportunity that we take to contribute to this Spiritual Living Center. You can do that by texting GIVE to the number up on your screen. You can do that by going to cslbeaumont.org and clicking on the donate button up in the bottom right-hand corner. Or you can do it here in person as an act of sacred giving. So I'm going to call forth our lovely ladies who are here in service this morning. And I encourage you to hold whatever it is that you are giving over your heart this morning and say our affirmation with me this morning. From God I receive, to God I give. Together we share the blessings we live. I am so blessed. I am so grateful.
Gratitude before. So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am.
Take this opportunity to look around the room and sing this to your spiritual community.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Repeat after me. There's this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in all my affairs. Just the way that it is. And just the way that I accept it. And so it is.
When I was a girl each week, Sunday we would go